the sun is out for a change on Sunday, doing chest and triceps and some abs. It's about 2 o'clock now, so probably be in there from about 2 until 4, and probably go for a 1 rep on the bench. To be honest, I think out of all my lifts, that's probably what suffered the most when I was sick, because it was up around 90 or 200 pounds and it's down to about 80-ish, so we'll see where it's at today, whereas like the squat and the deadlift, I feel like they're already back to where they were, and probably the overhead press as well actually. So that kind of annoyed me the most about the bench press, but you know, favourite day, and so pretty confident that I will get it back to where it was, and still aiming for 2 plates by the end of this year. Easy. So as you guys saw, I only did 82 for 1 rep. I did consider going to 85, but what I didn't tell you was that the last time I did a 1 rep max on the bench press, I actually went for 82 and failed, and I didn't include that in the video. And so I was pretty confident. I think I could have got 85 today, but I figured that it was better to, you know, make sure I had 82, and then we'll just do 85 next time. And yeah, I didn't record anything else because what I figure I'll do is tomorrow is my back session, back and biceps, and it's more like hypertrophy based, so probably I'll try and record most of that. Also weighed in, which you've already seen, 72.8, so pretty much at 73, and I think pretty much at 160 pounds once I do the conversion. I'll have to check that. So definitely back on track with the weight, and feeling like by next week I'll be over 73, I think. And so I think that extra boost of calories has actually helped, because I think otherwise I might not, you know, be quite where I am, which is probably true because I wouldn't have been eating as many calories. And so I'm going to continue that this week. So sitting right at about 3,750 calories, if you guys didn't see my last video where I talked about that. It's 12:30, which is actually the earliest I've been to the gym in a long time, probably the last couple of weeks, because to be honest I kind of procrastinated a lot last week especially, and ended up going at like 1, 2 o'clock, which isn't a hell of a lot later, but it's late enough that I feel like, you know, I was just kind of sitting around and like putting it off. That being said, I still had good workouts last week, so I'm not complaining or anything. I'll probably go and do some cardio, some lawn mowing later on today as well, so I figured that if I go earlier it gives me more time to go and do that. So it's hypertrophy based back day today, and I'll probably try and record most of my exercises and stuff, so let's rip into it. Back on deck with a commentary, and I'm going to take you through a little bit of my back and bicep workout from Monday. So starting off with pull-ups, so there's no deadlifts on this day. What I've started doing in the last couple of weeks is I'm going to try for a little while having one day where I do deadlifts, or one, you know, back workout where I do deadlifts, and then the next back workout I won't do deadlifts. So the day I do deadlifts I'll really focus more on rowing movements, really like dumbbell rows, close grip pull-ups, and close grip cable rows, as well as deadlifts, and focus on trying to move heavy weight. So that's more like a strength day, but I'm still going to be doing, you know, semi-high reps, and then this day is going to be more pretty much hypertrophy based. So start with pull-ups, and then you're seeing pendlay rows here. Now I'll be the first to admit that my pendlay row form, especially on the first few reps, wasn't that great, because what I'm doing here is I'm doing 3 sets but 3 drop sets for each exercise I do, each back exercise. So I try and go for about 6 to 8 reps on the first set, so I did about 6 reps with the pendlay row, and then the second set I go for anywhere between 8 to 12 reps. And then again here, I think I got 6 reps here with the first set of pull downs, and then drop the weight down. I pretty much half the weight, and then I add a little bit extra, and then go for 8 to 12 reps. So did that on the pendlay rows, pull downs, and then I think I did one more movement. I can't think of it right now, but anyway, then a couple of my bicep movements were close grip cable rows. Again, this is sort of like an easy bar attachment, and I'm just going with an inside grip here. Anywhere from 8 to 10 reps is the goal. And then I supersetted this with a preacher curl, but with a dumbbell, so doing one arm at a time. I have considered doing both arms, but it's probably just going to be awkward. And so, again, aiming for anywhere between 8 to 10 reps here. And you'll notice on my, this is my left arm here, and then when I move to my right arm, you'll notice that on the last rep, I use my left hand to actually sort of support my right hand as I do the last rep. So I think that's one good thing with the preacher curl, is like with a dumbbell, you can self-spot, and so when you can't actually, do any more concentric reps, which is where you bring in the weight up, you can use your other arm to help you get the weight up. Then you can make sure you control that negative and get some gains. So anyway, that's going to wrap up this commentary. Enjoy the last few minutes of this video. See, now, I'm normally in the gym for about 2 hours, but today, with this workout, or even actually just most of my workouts, even though I'm in there for 2 hours, I'm not actually working out for 2 hours. And so today it was only just over 1 hour from when I started to when I finished my workout, but I was in there for like an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes from when I left home, with getting here, warming up and warming down and all of that stuff. So I just wanted to say that you can get a good workout in just 1 hour. 1 hour to an hour and 15 minutes. I would say between an hour to an hour and a half is about my average time. And even though maybe some of you might not think that's really long, or some of you might think it is long, I did 35 sets today in total, roughly, I think, and that's pretty good. Back and biceps, 35 total sets and plenty of reps. And the reason it doesn't take so long is because I was doing things like drop sets and only resting a minute in between sets. The only real reason you ever have a workout that lasts so long is because you're taking really long rest periods. And if you have a workout that lasts 2 to 3 hours when you're only resting 1 minute, then you're probably doing way too much in reality. And so, yeah, I just wanted to say that you can have really good workouts in about an hour. You can have really good workouts in under an hour. So I would say don't worry so much about the time that you spend in the gym. I think I've said this before as well. Worry about quality over quantity. So worry about what you're doing in the gym, how much effort you're putting in, and what exercises and stuff you're doing. Worry about that rather than how long you're actually spending in the gym, because you could spend 2 to 3 hours in there and do very little compared to someone who gets in there in an hour, has a plan, gets things done, doesn't sit around talking all the time, and crushes their workout. So quality over quantity. One thing I hate about mowing the lawns is that you have to depend on the weather pretty much. So got to mow it before it rains, and if it has rained, got to wait till it's dry. So pretty much you can't plan on when you're going to mow it. Like you kind of can if you know what the weather's going to do, but it's pretty unpredictable. Anyway, I just finished that up, pretty much a couple of hours. It is definitely a good way to get cardio in though, and it means that I can do this for cardio one day, then do HIIT my other day, or just do them both on the same day. And just, it's a good way to get a little bit of extra cardio, which is not the end of the world right now, even though I am bulking. So that's going to wrap up this video. Remember, if you guys are looking for a new program, 12 weeks, 8 weeks, there is 2 programs on muscularstrength.com. If you want to get a free membership for 1 month on the site, make sure you use the link in my description box. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next video.